Okay, today. Today I did an interesting drawing process, um, unique so far in my experimental period here. I did a combination of guided stream of consciousness and intentional. So what happened is I started as I usually do, emptied my mind and tried to receive the the stream of consciousness and let it flow and be guided by it. But then as I was looking at the blank screen, like the blank page, excuse me, I got what came into my head was I was guided to, I received kind of guided information where I saw when looking at it, I saw starting with very solid hard forms and then use the four layers to lay in the four stages of creation from Kabbalah. And what that is that you have the emanation, which is the first stage, which comes from the divine, in theory, of course. And then that comes into creation, which it's kind of like just beginning to get forms, but they're very ethereal forms. And then it gets into formation, which is, it starts to form more clearly. And then manifestation, which it really comes into form. And so it was interesting because as I constructed it, I did each layer and tried to like feel out with which brushes and patterns would represent the different stages. And then I would play with that, and I laid down the first layer, then the second, then the third and the fourth, but then I went back and kind of tweaked them all. So in a way, what I have now, I have a series of drawings that shows how I created it, which is I started in manifestation, solid stuff, solid objects and colors, and then I kind of next layer I did was the formation, which was less solid, more softer colors. And then I went, up all the way to emanation where I was just doing clouds and stuff, like just, mists. And then when I put it all together, it was pretty cool. But then what I did is I went through and I tweaked each stage, like I said, and then I isolated each layer and copied that. So you could see what I'm going to show you is first I'm going to show you the stages of drawing. So there was the first stage, the second, the third, and the fourth. And then the final product you can see now. And then going back, I'm going to show you how each layer ended up capturing each stage of creation. So here we have emanation, and then creation, formation, and manifestation. And then once again, the final drawing. So what was interesting to me is as I was meditating on the final work, I could almost feel the kind of charge of manifestation. So I'm going to really kind of play with it and see if I meditate on it, if something happens, something manifests. I don't know. I'll play with different things and I'll report on that if anything happens. So that's basically what I did today in the drawing realm. In the spirituality realm, the guidance realm, I had a very interesting, deep day where I was doing the Course in Miracles as always, And the lesson was, excuse me, the lesson was, I will accept atonement for myself, for I remain as the divine created me. Now, what was interesting for me is it's built up, each lesson builds upon the last and all that. And what is interesting in the Course is atonement is really, I will accept atonement for myself, is atonement is not forgiveness. Atonement is actually recognizing the oneness, at one-ment, atonement, at one-ment. So, I will accept at one-ment, for I remain as the divine created me. When you say it like that, it's pretty cool. So I walked around kind of all day today, kind of holding that space of there's only one of us here. I'm at one-ment, And I had a wonderful day of kind of holding that. It was very cool. And then the film stuff today, I didn't do much in the film stuff, but I did some thinking in the film realm. So I did some pondering and thinking, but nothing that, wild to report on. So, so that's about it for today. Cool. Namaste. Remember what at one meant. What at one meant. Ooh, that's cool. Peace out. Peace in.